I am within.
Okay, yeah. In my symphony, my beat goes dum the way you like it. In my symphony, I put down tracks straight to the beat. In my symphony, they keep me high, so high, so high. In my symphony, yeah, we gonna drink what you drinking. I wanna know around us, Hennessy
I
on
am
me.
within.
In my symphony, in my symphony, you can get lost to the beat. Man, it's crazy in my symphony, yeah. You'll lose your mind every time in my symphony, yeah. Let the beat take you to a place far away. You have nothing to worry about. Let your head down. Enjoy my song
I am within.
in my symphony. Yeah, in my symphony. In my symphony. Yeah. So yes, what's up? It's the girl, Super Savage. And your Super Savage podcast show. How y'all doing out there? Yeah, it's the weekend, y'all. So I don't know what it's like in y'all hood, but in my hood it's pretty hot. You know what I'm saying? The police hot, weather hot, lights just went off, came back on. But we're gonna keep it popping anyway. You know how we do it. We're gonna talk about today catfishing. You ever been catfished, lied to online? That's our last gift. I always wanted to go online and try to find some damn love. Ain't no love online. Yeah, we talking about being catfished today. Somebody lied to you, probably bamboozled you, took all your money, or took all your respect. When we come back, and also quote of the day on the real Super Savage. The music will take you to another place. In my symphony, yeah, you won't regret it. You won't regret it, yeah. In my symphony, all the boys are gonna want you. In my symphony,
I am within.
and all the girls are gonna want you too. This is my symphony music, yeah. I go in the studio, I put it down and I do it, yeah. My Super Savage. Real Super Savage show. We almost at 21 episodes, y'all. After 21 episodes, that is the season, is a wrap until next year. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to just keep it kosher, keep it told like it's supposed to be told, and let you know that we wrapping it on up, y'all. Really appreciate it. Hard work pays off. Yes. Also, you want to email me, you want to get to know me, you want to see my blog, therealsupersavage.gmail.com or robinbuckley@gmail.com, and that's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Revive Nation. Check out Revive Nation. All the hottest singles I have put out, and my upcoming mixtape is in the works as well. Let's get back to this catfishing though, y'all. We got to get to this, okay? A lot of y'all, you ain't dating the person you think you dating. You might be dating a robot. You never know all the shit they got going on online now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So shit, let's get down into it, man. Man. Y'all know I don't do internet searches. You know I don't search for my information. But I don't know nothing about this damn catfish and stuff. So I tried to look it up online, and I came to a standstill because the commercial was over. So we're talking about catfishing. And basically, when it comes to catfishing, man, you really just got to basically weed it out for what it is. It's a lie. People are online lying about who they really are, not telling the truth about who they really are. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, you just got to, figure this out. Catfishing. They got the show Catfishing. They be on there doing what they do. Man, that is some weird stuff, I was, I'm 35, and I'm not saying you cannot find love. Yes, I am. I'm saying you can't find love. Yep, I'm saying it. I just don't understand it. It's not for me to understand. So I guess I will have to Google some stuff to just to look up on to see some positives about it. I don't see any positives about it. Everything I've ever heard about it has been wrong. At first, when you first learn the internet, you know what they tell you: stay off the internet, because you might meet an old pervert or something. They may try to lure you and rape you, And so I've been always warned about the internet since the internet came out, since day one. My parents and my community has always been very cautious and approachable about that the internet stuff, from way back, So. So, yeah, I'm just not really too shabby on, like I said, the cons, the pros of it. One thing I do want to talk about when it comes to catfishing, though, I want to talk about the person that does the catfishing, the person that lies. To everybody out there that's listening, that's ever been the person that catfishes another person, reels them in and take advantage of them. I want to say that you're downright disgusting. You're downright wrong. Okay, it's just disgusting. For you to trick another human into liking you, loving you, anything of that nature, I just can't see it. I don't understand this. I guess it's not for me to understand. But like I said, it's horrible. How many people have been catfished? And how do you feel about being catfished? Before it was catfish, what was it called? This has been going on since before time. When does a white lie turn into a full blown out, just ruin your life type of thing? I just don't understand it. So I did look up some stuff. Trick Charlie. I just want to get down to the deceptiveness. So catfishing is a deceptive activity where a person creates a fake person. Everything can be fake, from the phone number to the photos to the age to the address to the emails. Everything. It's called catfish scams, and it's going all around the world, nationwide. It is really that's when you got to look out. So that sound means that we're on high alert in the whole entire nation for fakeism, catfishing. Something that's not right about that. So, what does catfishing mean in a relationship? It's acting or creating false identity in order to lure a person into a relationship online. The catfish refers to a predator who basically creates the false identity. And how do you know if you're being excuse me, I almost cussed, y'all. See how bad I got? So how do you know you're being catfished, okay? Let's look at some signs. On Teen Vogue, they talk about catfishing. And when they talk about catfishing, they say basically in order to identify any order of a catfishing, it's basically just go online and check it out. the phenomenon, it shows no signs of slowing down. Today, the whole television show based on this catfishing is basically featured in movies, plots, and celebrities even share the personal experience. I would be devastated. So, let's I just want to, I want to tell everybody right now, if you're listening, this is, and will ever be, one of the most disgusting and things leading up to a kidnap or an assault. So let's go ahead and check out, number 1. They won't pick up a phone call. They won't pick up a phone call to save their life. That is so crazy. Why won't you pick up a phone call? That is so crazy. I guess because they can't portray their voice for who they say they are. I mean, Lord have mercy. Number 2, they don't have any followers or friends. So basically, it's just like they made a brand new page. Wow. Number 3, their story doesn't add up. Just don't add up. Whatever they're telling you, the chain of events are so sketchy. And it's just one lie after another. Number 4, they're using someone else's photos. Now, let me tell you one thing they got out. If you think that somebody else is using somebody else's photos, conduct a Google reverse image search. It's based on the photos they're using. If you find out that the photos are linked to someone else's profile, then you're most likely being lied to. Their only photos are professionals. Their only photos are professional. I don't understand that. Any profile with a professional grade photo, like headshots or crop cards, should raise suspicion. Yes. If all of your photos are perfect as hell, yeah, I would think so too. I sure will. Number 6, they're reluctant to meet in real life or even do a video chat. If you can't video chat me at least once or twice a week, yeah, we got a real problem. They ask for money is number 7. Clear case sign of catfishing. Another clear cut sign. Okay, now they're gonna contact you and ask you for money, but they won't show their face. They won't even call you on the phone. They don't want you to hear their voice. Now, why the heck would you give somebody some money like that? They're over the top. They're over the top. They basically, if you meet them online, they tell you they love you and engage in over the top behavior. They fall in love with you the first day. I know damn well you don't love me on the first day. That's just too bizarre. That's just too bizarre. They make you feel good about yourself. Make you feel like you're on top of the dang on world. Why? I'm already on top of the world before I met you. I don't need that. Number 9, something just feels off. Don't be afraid to trust your intuitions, y'all. Okay? Because if something feels off and it's in the back of your mind that it's off. It's not right. Okay? It's not right. I'm going to tell you something right now. This is becoming such an epidemic that they have support groups for people that are being catfished. Okay? Becoming a victim of this is it's horrible. It doesn't make any sense. I want everybody to just be cautious in every little thing that you do when it comes to online. Putting in your information. Talking to anybody that doesn't make any sense. And they're not going to make any sense because they're thinking of it as they go on. And on and on and on. It becomes a rambling deal and it becomes just sickening and obsessed. Is catfishing bad? Of course catfishing is bad. I mean, come on now. Yes, of course. It's horrible. And it's disgusting. And I advise anybody that's doing it to stop. Because you're hurting people. And you know, at the end of the day, karma is a mug, okay? When we come back, A victim speaks out on Super Savage.
I am within.
Okay, yeah. In my symphony, my beat goes down the way you like it. In my symphony, I put down tracks straight to the beat. In my symphony, they keep you high, so high, so high. In my symphony, yeah, we gonna drink what you drinking. I wanna know around us, Hennessy
I am within.
in my symphony, in my symphony, you can get lost to the beat. Man, it's crazy in my symphony, yeah. You'll lose your mind every time in my symphony, yeah. Let the beat take you to a place far away. You have nothing to worry about. Let your head down. Enjoy my
I am within.
in my symphony. Yeah, in my symphony. In my symphony, yeah. It gets hot, so hot, hot. Yeah, you got to stop. Hey, in my symphony, the music will take you to another place. In my symphony, yeah, you won't regret it. You won't regret it, yeah. In my symphony, all the boys are gonna want you. In my symphony.
I am within.
We are back. We are back. This is Super Savage, and we're talking about being catfished and how to avoid being catfished. Okay, so we're gonna look at some videos of some people that have been catfished or are catfishing of somebody. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Okay, being catfished. Here we go.
Accomplished woman is a victim of catfishing, an internet dating scam.
Join Plenty of Fish.
They met on Plenty of Fish, a popular free website. The catfish, calling himself Big Daddy is Here, spotted her profile and made his move, starting an online conversation.
He seemed like an intelligent man.
We've altered her voice and hidden her face because she's now afraid. But 6 months earlier, he was romancing her using a made-up profile.
He presents himself as being retired military, a retired corrections officer, stand-up guy going to church, so it seemed safe.
After hooking her online, the catfish, who said his real name is Kevin Brown, suggested a date, a Jazz River cruise. She drove him to his friend's house to pick up the tickets.
During the course of the drive, my purse supposedly fell over in the back seat. He supposedly reached over to supposedly straighten it out. At the time I was driving, I wasn't paying attention.
When they reached his friend's house,
He said he'd be back, he's going to go buy the tickets, and I was to wait outside. Except 15 minutes later, 30 minutes later,
Brown never returned to her car. Later, when she opened her purse, gone was the $500 she'd had to pay her kitchen contractor. Did Brown take the money? Well, after she texted, "I need my money," he responded, "I will send you a money order." He never did. The Newark police told her they'd get to it when they could. But the catfish wasn't finished with her. The next day, she got this text, supposedly from Brown's sister, saying he'd been arrested and needed $400 to make bail. She noticed the text asked her to send the money to Kevin Beeman. Who's he? She searched online and found this mugshot of Beeman, a career criminal who spent 21 years in prison for attempted kidnapping, robbery, grand larceny, released just 3 years ago. Comparing the pictures, she's confident Beeman and Brown are the same people. This mugshot is the man that you went out with. When she asked Brown about it, he texted, "Sweetheart, I'm not doing this back and forth, so please stop." Plenty of Fish never responded to her complaints or our questions. We tried to reach Beeman using the number on his text, but it's no longer in service.
these vultures could prey on women and do things to us that can leave an indelible mark.
Plenty of Fish does not do background checks, neither do most other free sites. It's an open invitation to catfishing. For tips on how to avoid becoming a victim, go to our website, pix11.com, or download the Pix11 News app. I'm Arnold Diaz, Pix11 News.
Now y'all see what I'm saying? Catfishing. Now, and then they gonna keep the elaborate story going. That's dangerous. And I've been and went to prison for hurting somebody because that's dangerous. You don't do nobody like that. I mean, and this just goes on and 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 on. And we can go to story after story after story, but it's never going to stop. So please, guys, if you're desperate to go on a date, date yourself. A blow-up doll. Maybe go back to whoever you were with. Somebody that you know, because this online crap is getting out of control. We'll be right back with one more story. All right.
Vayan within.
Ho Super Savage. I hope ain't nobody get catfished during the break. The next story is a romance scammer reveals in secret. This is Catfish. Define catfish. After this, we're going to get to the hardcore truth about this. And maybe somebody, I can save a life today. Never know. Here we go.
Relationships that your bank account lost nearly $1 billion over the past 3 years.
We got in contact with a real scammer, a scammer from Nigeria who specializes in romance scams. So he agreed to jump on a video cast to answer some questions, if we agreed to give him a $25 iTunes gift card.
So you said you use Facebook and Instagram, like you can hack into Facebook and Instagram. Do you get like their login to do it, or you have like like a password generator? How do you do it?
When you click on the link, and I'll just copy your profile details. Just by you clicking on the link, I'll get your profile details.
Quick tip. Scammers send malicious links to the victims to trick them to open it. What you didn't know is that link downloads all of your social media passwords and gives it to the scammer.
Like, what type of details?
Your password and your username, your Gmail account, your phone number for the account, and everything.
Just from a link?
Yeah, just showing your link, I'll get those details.
So we asked them, out of 100 people, how many of them are actual scammers?
When you say everybody, like, out of 100 people, how many people know how to do it over where you live?
78%.
80? 80?
78%.
Oh, 70%? Wow.
With all this money being withdrawn in Nigeria, you would think the banks would catch on to them.
Nope.
When you go to MoneyGram, does a teller know that it's a scam? Do you milk them? Do you give them money, to keep quiet?
Yeah, you can do that. Exactly, yeah, you can do that.
And are those the MoneyGram fees, or is that like, hey, like, here's my homeboy fee, like, keep quiet?
It's like, okay, just take these and get some Coke bottle or just get some other stuff.
It's like almost like a silent bribe, like you both know what's going on.
Yeah.
Those are some real shady bank tellers.
And then how many people at a time are you talking to? Like, would you talk to?
More than 40 people at a time.
40?
40, yeah, most of them.
This dude is talking to 40 people at one time. That has to be a world record.
God, so you're just going back and forth between conversations.
Exactly. And all the conversations are the same thing.
Bro, how do you do that? I can't text and email more than 2 people before my head explodes.
These scammers target women with lots of money. They gain their trust, and once the money has been sent by the victim, the scammer then sends them a physical ring or a present to gain more trust from these people.
Brian, you remember, I love you so much. Remember, I love you so much. I miss you so much. Really.
So we asked if his parents actually knew he was a scammer.
Like your parents, do they know that you do this, or that you were doing this?
No, they don't know.
If they found out, would your dad kick your ass?
No, he's not kicking my ass.
You're bigger than him, huh? Yeah, that's what you said. He's like,
You know who you're talking to?
Man, if I found out my son was scamming people for money, I would kick his ass. With Nigeria being a third world country, we asked him really how bad is the government.
$200
and that's how much your parents make, is $200 a month. And that's if they get paid though, right?
Because the salaries are being splashed.
Who slashes it? The government? Yeah, the government, right? Like slashes the salaries. Like your dad works for the government.
The government slashes salaries.
Do they just not pay? How does that work?
Sometimes they don't pay. They don't pay. You have to write a petition for them to pay. You got to protest.
You have to protest to get your salary.
I'd be pissed if I was working for the government without getting paid.
So the government just doesn't care about anybody.
The government doesn't care about anybody.
We asked what type of people actually fall for these scams.
Depressed, right? And divorced.
Yeah.
That's like the number one thing.
Widowed.
Widowed.
Depressed, divorced, widowed.
And then, how do you find those? Like, are there certain groups, like depression groups, that you find them in? Like, how do you find that type of person?
Have you heard of a horrible lady?
Horrible lady?
Of a lady.
No, I haven't.
Horrible lady.
So you just go down the list and then you just start sending, like, copying and pasting messages to these people.
Send direct messages like, hello, I'm interested in you, I want to get to know you. And you start talking.
These poor victims are at the most vulnerable times of their lives falling for these scams. The scammer told us how they take an original video, use a third-party app to take off the sound and add their own voice to the video to act as if it's really them.
Amy Gerald.
And then right now, I see you have lights on right now. So are you guys running a generator, or do you guys actually have electricity right now?
We have electricity and it's going to be going off by 12.
So midnight. How do you guys look at themselves? Like, I mean, do they think like, oh, I'm a piece of shit, like I'm stealing money from somebody? Or is it just whatever?
A bunch of rich Americans.
Like, these guys are rich Americans, they have the money.
Hey, y'all. That's deep. It's deep. I had to cut it off because I'm pressed for time, but this is a part 2 series. I want to let y'all know right now, man, that they are giving tutorials on how they scam people because they don't get paid from their government. Just because you don't get paid from your government don't mean you come over here and you trick and portray us as Americans. It's just not right. To all the victims out there, I want to wish you the best in recovery. I want to also let you know that you are loved and God is real. Scammers are not. Let's go move on to quote of the day. All right, quote of the day is by Emily Family. And it basically says, speed, more than less, more than before. Speed is relative. Hashtag psychology, hashtag quotes, hashtag poetry, hashtag life, hashtag family, and hashtag books. Once again, speed is relative. More than before, more than less, speed. And you can read that back and forth. And that basically means that, this world is going so fast. We grow up fast as kids. School goes by fast. Before you know it, you're grown. Everything is just moving so fast. And, sometimes we have to take time out and just step back and know that, that there has to be, some type of certain pattern of which I would call consistency. And, that's just how I feel. So. With that being said, I want to let you know that, one day I'm going to make, not one day, okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell the truth. Here recently I've been working on a website that can lure catfishers into the hands of the police. So, hey, I'm just doing what I got to do to make sure people stay safe. And that means I have to make a website because I'm a guru at that. I mean, I will. We got to protect ourselves, look out for one another. And, super savage. That was mind-blowing what I just heard, guys. So I'm kind of a little bit shook up, I want to also let you guys know that I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate your comments and your emailing me with different topics. Continue to do that because, I'm not perfect. I don't always know what to talk about, but big ups to my listeners. You're the best. I can count on you guys. You're like family to me. And this is your host, Super Savage, and this is the real Super Savage podcast. See ya in a couple of days. Well, guess what? Before I stop that, let me stop playing. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, it's a date. Hey, I'm just saying. I'll see you guys Wednesday, and love each other, love one another, and God bless.
Bye.